Hello and welcome to Event Finder Stadium for Girls Semi-Final 2 of the 2019 Aon Under-17 Nationals. We have in red Waikato and in maroon Harbour. I'm Andrew Horrocks alongside Natalie Visger. Natalie, how are you feeling about this game?
I'm excited for this. It's a good matchup. Both teams are known for their defense and the way they push the ball. So similar styles. I think it'll just be who can last longer.
As we look at the Waikato team, Aria Cowley, Reese Anderson, Leila Hemi Taala, Alana Pawai, Sydney Neal, Annika Vaituna, Reihe Shula, Ahi Williams, Jazly Waihi, Georgia Riley Huaki, Amber Waratini, and they're coached by Anthony Corbin. For Harbour, we have Simone Barnard, Rosalie Dill, Jayla Clayton, Holly Williams, Florence Dallow, Keyston Stefano, Aroha Rogers, Alexandra Moore, Zalia Kailahi Fulu, Mackenzie Chatfield, Chantal Leatawa, Mackenzie Boucher, coached by Dylan Boucher, assisted by Gareth Tien. So Natalie, we've got a lot of under 15 New Zealand players from last year, 3 on each side. What's the key matchup, do you think, for this game for each team?
Key matchups will be the point guards. So I'm assuming Reese Anderson will be the point guard for Waikato on the other end. Harbour will run Mackenzie Boucher at the one. That'll be a key matchup. Then inside, who's playing 5 for Waikato, will have to match up with a bit more size in Kali Fulu. And then whoever can get the ball from the outside into the hoop. So Simi Barnard can shoot the 3. And Waikato have Jazzy Waihi capable of shooting that, as well as a couple of their other guards. Lana Highway as well is a good shooter. So very similar matchups. I think the point guard and the 5 will be important, and then on the wing who can get shots in from distance.
So we've already seen earlier today, we've had 2 semi-finals. We've had girls semi-final 1, Hutt Valley, they defeated Otago, and then boys semi-final 1 that just finished, we had Waitaha Canterbury A defeating Wellington. Those finals will be tomorrow afternoon. And Natalie, also very lucky to have it broadcast on Sky Sport.
Yeah, how awesome is that? They picked up the WBC games last weekend, and now onto the age groups, and hopefully we can all showcase awesome basketball in New Zealand moving forward on Sky. Similar colors will be interesting for the referees. There's 2 very clashing reds here. Looks like playing inside will be Hemi Ta'ala against Alexander Moore for the tip. And Harbour controls the tip with Boucher at the 1. And Harbour to the rack. And ball will go to Waikato.
Yeah,
and Harbour will be in their press.
Yeah, Harbour, they love, seems to be a thing for the association, full court pressure.
Yeah, it looks just to be man, and Jazzy Waihi won't struggle with that. She'll bring it up. Directing traffic versus the man defense. Waihi rejects the on ball and draws a foul on Moore underneath.
Great start there by Waihi, just strong, confident drive, draws the foul, and 2 free throws to potentially open the account.
Waihi knocks down the first one. Jazzy got a lot of minutes for the WBC team down the stretch, so she's going to be pretty comfortable on the court versus anyone. And Waikato applies their full court pressure as well.
That was the great thing for me about WBC, seeing the teenage girls up against the women and just the reps that they got against older professional players.
Yeah, excellent for them. Another great defensive help side from Bree Schuler, who walls up. Reese Anderson now with the ball for Waikato. Into the hands of Jazzy Waihi at the top of the key. A little UCLA on ball then. And Waikato will swing it with another high on ball in the middle third of the court. And a missed 3-pointer from Waihi off the hands, and will go to Harbour.
Definitely a stronger start so far from Waikato. They'd be a little bit happier than Harbour. Again, Harbour, they just need a confidence. Get a couple of baskets and then see how the game takes them.
Ball on the wing with Flo Dallo, who rejects the on ball off to the baseline. Early help from Waikato, walling up. Kalea Fulu with a good rebound. Another rebound for Harbour. And we knew it'd be important for the rebounds with the size from Harbour. Jump ball goes to Waikato.
Interesting as well, the matchup with the coaches. Anthony Corbin, of course, won a ton of titles with Waikato throughout the age groups, whereas Dylan Boucher's making, I believe, his age group coaching debut.
Yeah, I don't think he's coached girls up to this point, but I think he was ready with his daughter playing. It was pretty good. Nice pass. It's an assist from Waihi to Hemi Ta'ala for 2.
Yeah, it's great to have that knowledge giving back to the women's game and just taking it to a whole nother level.
They love that pick and roll Harbour into the hands of Kali Fulu, just forces the action a bit, and Ta'ala was just straight up on that. Good full court pressure from Mackenzie Boucher on Waihi. Little swing action for Waikato. They passed the ball well, Waikato. Pack defense from Harbour. Shot clock is definitely winding down. 2 to shoot. 3-pointer from Reese Anderson is no good, but a good rebound by Bree Schuler.
And a bit of a shot clock reset issue as they went to 24. Should have only been 14. Hasn't been picked up yet, but thankfully an early shot in the shot count, and so that won't become an issue.
Number 12, Ahi Williams is into the game as she stepped on the baseline on that rebound. Pressure again from Waikato, just full court man-to-man. They just wear you down after the few quarters starts to get in your head, and that's the idea for them.
Yeah, we definitely saw fatigue become a problem in the boys' semi-final beforehand. Wellington start to wear down as Harbour finally get their first 2 points of the game.
Just good effort play from Harbour there. And Reese Anderson, another capable point guard who played for that FIBA Oceania squad. Bree Schuler off the on-ball, crossover to her right. Great kickback pass across the timeline now. And Hawaii is not going to settle for the three-pointer this time. Shot clock down to 2 seconds. Elali with the launch and nails it. She's a very good shooter, and that's a good sign for them that she's made a three.
Got to be happy with that as a coach. Use the whole shot clock and then make the shot at the end of it. Really maximize your time on the offensive end.
Yeah, there was no panicking, which is good. Late help side from Harbour. Another rebound for Schuler, who's got 3 or 4 offensive boards now. And Aroha Rogers is off to the races for Harbour.
Yeah, Aroha, a member of the Rangitoto College Premier Girls team. She's been very impressive so far early in the secondary school competition. Hopefully continue that through to the age group level.
Frustration from Harbour not getting the foul call that they thought they deserved.
Might need a timeout soon, Harbour, if this continues, just to talk about things and reset and just find a little solution for why they're not being as effective as they would like.
Oh, a tough shot from Aroha. So pressure affecting Harbour a bit, and the early help side on the rotations also. Not able to get the ball where they like it normally. Wahi with the ball on the right wing, back to Schuler at the top, into a high on ball again. Deep in the shot clock, Reese with the floater, Anderson back with their own rebounds, and they'll reset with 12 to go.
Yeah, Harbour's struggling a little bit with the effort plays at the moment. The box out done a good job of probably forcing Waikato into tough shots, but as you see, Flo Dallow there gets fouled and she'll get 2 free throws.
Yeah, Flo is really good at drawing fouls. She goes hard when she goes to the hoop. She actually picks up and ones as well, so it's a good foul, good hard foul, but she doesn't get that basket from Waikato.
Comfortably makes the first.
And we figured this would be a low-scoring game. Both teams, you know, solid on defense, and that's what they're known for. Dominating the boards, though, is Waikato. I don't think Harbour's had an offensive rebound yet. Need to move the ball, Waikato, and get into their stuff. It's a lot of east to west right now for Waikato. Wahi shoots her 3rd three of the game, and it's an air ball. I haven't seen her shoot the ball super well lately, and I think that's a tough shot to take with plenty of time on the shot clock. Harbour rattled by this press. Aroha, nice drive to the hoop, doesn't get the foul call. Alex Moore, great rebounds underneath, couldn't quite finish.
Yeah, that's pleasing though for Harbour, getting those offensive rebounds, getting the putback opportunities. Now they've just got to convert it, and that's the next step.
Looks like an elevator play from Harbour. Yeah, Flo will go around the door, or window, as you call it. And a nice lean in from Kali Fulu. It's hard to guard if you're Bree Schuler, undersized and under-muscled as well. Now into the game, Alana Paiwai for the first time today. She'll look to score. Really tough floater, good defense by Harbour. And Mackenzie Boucher pushes the tempo. Kali Fulu, the offensive foul. Why he draws from her, she just dropped her shoulder and a little too much on that. So that's her first foul of the game as well. Very low scoring, 7-5. We've been playing for almost 6 minutes now.
Again, Waikato just very controlled, just waiting for the shot they want. Fortunately, doesn't convert.
Nice trap from Waikato. Good long pass. Oh, that would have been a 3-on-2 had she caught that. The active hands make that a tough pass across the court. And Waikato, I think, are 0 for 4 from the three-point line. Oh, they've made one, actually. So they're around 10% for threes, 10 to 20.
Yeah, both teams struggling a bit from the field. 16 and 14% respectively. Hopefully that will pick up with the...
Can't get any worse.
as the game flows on.
Such a positive way to put that, hopefully. Simi Barnard enters the game for Aroha. Rogers will take a break. Simi can shoot it. She can shoot the lights out. She gets hot. It'll be nice for Harbour to have that.
And of course, it's great being able to watch these games on this new court. It's the same one that they put into the Swish factory as well. So nice to see facilities really investing in the future of basketball.
Dallo opens up the three-point shooting from the outside for Harbour with a 3 on the baseline corner. No hesitation. That's important for her just to catch and shoot. She's a rhythm player. And Harbour has the first lead of the game. Highway forces it a bit into 3 players waiting, and great effort again by Bree Schuler to tip it out. And Te'ala misses that long ball. Long outlet to Dallo, who's off, and a 2-on-2. Tried the Euro, got a good D, a good wall up by Hemi Te'ala.
Yeah, a bit of a momentum swing here. Obviously, Waikato got up to a quick start, but Harbour scored the last 6 points, and they'll be feeling a little bit more confident.
Sideline play, looking to go inside there. Good double on her to make her kick it out. Boucher takes the 3. Way off the mark, and the long outlet to Jazly Waihu. Hesitates, gets her defenders to stand up, and so she draws a foul. Splits the 2. That'll be on number 7, so that'll be Mackenzie Boucher's foul. Oh, sorry, 13. She's now coming out of the game. Number 9 is entered. That's Holly Williams. What's Holly's strength, Andrew?
Holly Williams, she's just very quick, very strong, very aggressive. Another one at Westlake Girls. They've got really, really good youngsters coming through, so...
Yeah, they need a spark. It'd be good to have a spark off the bench. Another person getting a break for them. So Harbour would be deep, you'd say? Quite a deep bench?
Yeah, Harbour quite deep. They're quite happy to go the whole way through their team if they need to find a spark from somewhere. Always helpful for a coach when you've got that ability.
Oh, a great rebound by Dallo. She just climbed the ladder for that. Drawing the contact. Kali Fulu will go to the free throw line for the first time. So now we've got both teams with a few fouls. Harbour with 3, Waikato with 2.
I hear a siren on the live stream. Don't worry, it's just a one shot clock. It sticks a little bit.
She connects on the first one, gives Harbour a 1-point lead. Just over 2 minutes to go. Waikato haven't really subbed much. Just as I say that, number 12 gets up off the bench. Ahi Williams will come back in again. Give one of the starters a little bit of a break before the second quarter commences. So, first break for Hemi Te'ala.
Yeah, of course, we saw in the WBC with the Ledger Walker sisters. Forbes is not afraid to give players big minutes.
Yeah, he's not really known for going deep into his bench. His players are pretty fit. They're used to playing almost 40 minutes a game, some of them. A little high, a 4-high set for Harbour. Simi Barnard rejects the on ball coming from teammate Kaysden Stefano. Nice little steal from Alana Paiwai, who will take it all the way here. Euro step around flow. Dallo misses. Harbour pushing the pace as well, back the other way. Harbour want an up-tempo game. We had a stoppage in play. Not sure really what happened, maybe shot clock issue. And onto the wing, just a nifty little on ball. They looked to dump it off to Kylie Fulu. And Waikato just fell asleep on the weak side. An offensive board for Flodalo. Great, again, a nice dump inside.
Good to see Keiston Stefano there with a nice easy layup out of Carmel College.
Yeah, Waikato just stopped and stared at the ball and didn't box. A lot of dribble and not a lot of ball movement right now for Waikato. Just trying to get through the first quarter, I think, without why he got tripped up. And no foul call, probably just out of control a bit. It's good ball movement from Harbour, recognizing Flodalo for her second three of the game, so she's stepped up big.
Yeah, Flodalo already with 7 points, so I'll be very happy for Dylan Belcher.
She's played quite a few minutes in this first quarter. Important part to Harbour's success. With an answer from Alana Paiway, she says, I'll make one too, you make one. So those two are teammates for the under 16 Oceania team. They know each other pretty well. And that's what Barnard does best, off the bounce, at the buzzer basically.
Yeah, great three from there from Barnard, and it's Harbour that have the early 18-11 lead as we go into quarter time. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with you shortly.
Welcome back to the start of the second quarter now. Waihi with the ball in the left wing. Nice spin move, pull-up jumper. That's a very nice offensive move, and they needed that to put them within 2 possessions now of Harbour early in the second.
Yes, that's from the first quarter. Flodalo with 7 points. Hemi Ta'ala with 5 to lead Waikato. And then rebounds Alex Moore with 5, Jazz Waihi 4.
Chatfield with the errant pass stolen by Reese Anderson. So that's an empty possession for Harbour. And a quick three from Paiwai doesn't connect. So didn't quite get the score they possibly were looking for.
Teams have not been scared to shoot the three at this tournament, I've noticed.
I think it's great, especially for the girls' game. Got to get the ball in the hoop from distance. Low on the shot clock, and Simi doesn't know, and she has to fire up a shot, and it should be a shot clock violation, but they let it play on. Waihi with the ball, attacking 1-on-3, basically. Splits the defenders in a good scoop play with that left hand.
Yeah, really a great transition drive there from Waihi. Just put her head down, went to the hoop, and finished easy with her left hand.
And now right back in the game now, down 3 only. Good tough on-ball defense from Waikato, and good box out from number 12 from Waikato, Ahi Williams as well. And Jesley will look to run the one out of a horn set. Bree Schuler's pick and roll. They won't really look at Bree. She's an undersized post. She'll step and face up here. Nice little spin move. Waikato will have to heave at the buzzer. And rebound by Kalifulu. Pass, shot. Oh, unlucky.
Keaton Stefano there, unfortunately, unable to make the layup. But yeah, the coach Dylan Bouchy are very happy with that shot and the fact that they can get the ball to the hoop so easily.
Just breaking the jamming, basically. Nice drive from Bree Schuler. A tough finish with the scoop to her right. Bree is what we call a utility player. She can play multiple positions, and she plays her role well. Nice finish that time from Stefano. This is a nice game, so Harbour still on top by 2. First 3 minutes of the second quarter. Paiwai with a runner. Who needs offense when you do that? And tied up. Oh, 20-19, excuse me, they've changed the score.
Yeah, Waikato definitely starting the stronger of the two, but again, Stefano, nice 2-1-2 layup.
Nice pass, too, from Kalifulu. She's done a couple of those nice over-the-top passes and given Harbour layups from those. Same horn set they ran before. And Paiwai is off. And got a out-of-the-court violation from Anderson, who tries to save the ball. Good effort from Reese Anderson. So Harbour's +3 at the moment, if you're just tuning in. Second semifinal for the girls. The winner of this game will play Hutt Valley tomorrow in the grand finale. Mackenzie Boucher back in to run the point. And they'll run their 4-high on-ball set. UCLA screen into an on-ball. Nice drive from
Casey Chatfield.
Thank you. And absolutely no box outs from Waikato. A great second effort by Alex Moore. She's caught the eye of some of the BBNZ evaluators just with that alone.
A bit worrying for Coach Corbin. Already Harbour up 22-16 on the rebound count. That's not how he sees his teams going.
Yeah, and they've really shifted the momentum with that because they weren't doing that at the beginning. So credit to Harbour for changing, for Coach getting on them a bit for their lack of rebounds. Waikato again going with the high horn sets. Just a lot of standing around at the moment for Waikato. Harbour will just be happy to pack it in on defense. Paiwai with the circus shot. She's a bit frustrated with that result.
Tough shot, the old turnaround jump shot, but again, play some strong defense, get another opportunity. It looks like a timeout.
From Waikato.
Yeah, you'd assume from Waikato. Coach Corbin wants to talk about things.
There's the bird's eye view that we have if we stand up. So if you're Waikato here, what are you talking about?
I think a lot of it's just got to be defense and boxing out. I mean, when they've got out in transition, Coach Corbin will be quite happy with their shot selection, but again, it's got to start from the defensive end.
Yeah, they're not really sharing the ball much in the half court now as they were at the beginning, forcing a bit. What are Harbour doing well to give them the lead?
I think it's just crashing the boards. When they're being a bit more patient in the shot selection, and when Waikato are jamming them, just getting in behind, throwing the ball up to their tall players, and that's a nice, easy layup for them.
Yeah, they are. They're getting over that first line of defense. 3-on-2s on the backside. Free throws haven't been a factor to this point. Officials are letting the teams play, which is good to see. It's kind of let some things slide. I like, as you get older, you start to talk about advantage, disadvantage as an official, and I think they're really playing to that, which is great.
Yeah, that is one of the key words that Harbour's new development officer, Vince Minhares, loves to use. How to create the advantage offensively.
Another American, good old Vince. Nice pick and roll and a good read from Waikato to stuff that up with the help side. And we've changed our offense. Waikato has. They've gone out of the horns back into a... It looks like actually a lot like the Tall Ferns offense that the Tall Ferns run.
So of course, when we talk about style of play and the new national style of play, I'm sure Leonard King would love all the associations playing a very similar style of basketball.
Yeah, I think the only difference you'll see is the spacing. The Tall Ferns will opt to stand on the three-point line and get threes, whereas the Waikato players are creeping in a bit, kind of cluttering. Oh, nice layup. No way to block that shot with the way she went up quick with the left. And Waikato not able to get the steal, and Harbour's settling in with plenty of time on the shot clock. They'll go again to their on-ball set. Great catch and finish by Chatfield.
Yeah, great pass as well. There's no help at the rim, so all she had to do was throw the ball over the top, catch it, and nice easy layup to Harbour.
It's nice to see them recognize that. A lot of times that cut is just last on any, no one sees that cut, so great pass. An assist for that one. She's gonna spin baseline and draw the contact from Boucher, who I'm assuming is gonna get this foul for being a bit late into her help side.
Might pull that on number 20, Mackenzie Chatfield.
Maybe just pushed her a bit from the side. Because I think Boucher's already on one, so that's what she's hoping.
As we see 15, Zalia Kailahi Fulu back in for Keystone Stefano.
And Bree Schuler at the line, misses the first of two. Gets that second one, a nice bounce. Waikato with a full, just a man-to-man. We'll try to plug the middle with the inbound defender a bit and slow Harbour down. Should go off Harbour. Yep, it does. Good defense from Waihi. Quick hands. And Jazlee's really known for her defense. She's a great defender. Like a lot of the Waikato players, just grind you on the ball.
Yeah, well, Anthony Colvin, of course, very strong in the 3-on-3 world, and that is obviously a massive emphasis in that part of the game, so he's transferred it into the 5-on-5.
Bree Schuler just getting too deep on the drive, tried to kick, but had already gotten a little bit too deep and into trouble. Chatfield, I'm impressed with her. She just takes it strong and she keeps her eyes up. Oh, unfortunate. Rogers steps out of bounds. I haven't seen some of these younger Harbour guards yet, and I'm impressed so far with the way they've handled pressure.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Obviously, production line at Harbour, they usually try to feature at this end of the tournament most years, so they'll be happy that more younger players are coming through.
Just sagging defense from Harbour. Great pass. And first points for Riley Huaki, who hasn't been in the game yet. She's brought some energy if you watch her. She's hustling out there for Waikato.
Again, very little help at the hoop, and unfortunately, Aroha Rogers unable to finish, and he gets called for foul, trying to make up for the mistake.
As young players do. I always say, why are we fouling 90 feet from the basket? And you know what my players say? What's feet mean? Highway is now running the one for them. Still just a lot of standing for Waikato. the second time we've had someone step out of bounds. Still trying to get rhythm for Waikato on offense. Just a bit herky-jerky for them. Harbour hasn't run too many different sets. They've just been happy with the 4 high here. Great backdoor from Flo Dallo. And no call, travel, or a foul, so the refs just leave it alone. And garbage shot from from Alexander Moore.
Yeah, Moore's now up to 7 points, 7 rebounds, so she's well on her way to a double-double during this game.
And Dallo picks up a foul on Bree Schuler, who's everywhere with that reverse layup on the baseline and one. How many's that on Dallo? Is that her first?
Yes, that's her first foul.
That's good for them.
Seven points, 3 rebounds, so on her way to a good game.
A little more aggressive pressure from Waikato, who again will just kind of plug the middle. Boucher's handling the pressure pretty well from pesky Paiwai. Nice crossover dribble from Kylie Fulu, kicks to the shooter. Can she go 3 for 3? Nope. And Moore with another garbage play, which is crucial for them. Great rebound. Extra pass to Boucher. Running pull up. And a rebound for Bree, who's getting close to at least 7 or 8 rebounds as well.
Yeah, been very impressed with Alex Moore so far in this game, coached by full turns assistant Jodie Cameron at St. Mary's College, so Billy had a great influence on her.
Paiwai gets to the hoop without any help side from Harbour and finishes, so we've got ourselves a tied ball game. 90 seconds to go. And got to know the scout on Kylie Fulu. She's not going to shoot that shot, so you've got to know that. And they don't, and she takes advantage and goes to the rim with her right.
Definitely been a seesaw affair. Obviously, Waikato's probably had a better run of it lately, but Harbour still up by 2 points.
Yeah, Harbour getting what they want in half court. Yeah, he's unlucky for Harbour. I thought that might be an and one. Now they're up +4 all of a sudden after being tied about 40 seconds ago. And Corbs is probably not happy with the shot selection from Waikato. 2 really quick shots with no rebounds. And I think if you're Harbour, you've got 14 seconds. You want to play here for a good shot.
Yeah, no need to rush. Trust in your half-court defense and take the shot that you want.
Yeah, and Boucher misses a floater. She's played a lot of minutes. She's probably a bit fatigued. Haven't seen much of Barnard. I think that's something to think about if you're Harbour. A missed shot from Waihi. And a heave from Barnard at the Boucher at the buzzer, no good. It's a quick second quarter, not much stoppage of play there.
Very quick. And Harbour in the ascendancy, they're up 33-29 at halftime. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back shortly. Welcome back here to Event Finder Stadium, the 2019 Aon Under-17 Nationals. We have girls semi-final 2 between Waikato and Harbour. Harbour up 33-29. Quick look at the stats, key players for Waikato. Jasli Waihi, 9 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Bree Schuler, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. For Harbour, Zalia Kailahi, full of apologies. 6 points, 4 rebounds. Florence Dallow, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Now Alex Moore inside, 9 points, 8 rebounds. Natalie Visger, what have you thought so far?
Oh, I think if you just, from the stats, the bigs for Harbour are kind of having their way. They're passing well to each other out of the press as well as on the boards. They're getting rebounds and easy putbacks. Yeah, Waikato did well early with their bigs, but now they're struggling handling Harbour's posts. Haven't shot it quite well enough to be up either. Waikato has the ball to start the third quarter, and the first 3 minutes are always really massive in this quarter, and we'll see who can get the momentum as Harbour sits in a 2-3 zone. Great pass from the top to the bottom, and an unfortunate miss from Bree, who probably didn't think she was so open.
Again, another big rebound from Alex Moore. One more, she'll have 10 rebounds for the game.
Nice steal from Reese Anderson, a pass to much taller Phil Dallow, but pass wasn't high enough. And that's what they need. They need to push and make Harbour run as well. And must have stepped out of bounds there on the sideline. Unfortunate for Harbour. Good little trap from Waihi. Still in the 2-3 zone, which I'm actually a bit surprised about from Harbour.
Yeah, if anything, this might actually help Waikato with the ball movement and movement off the ball. Got a bit stagnant towards the end of that second quarter, so this might re-energize them.
Nice pass to a cutting Holly Williams, who gets her own rebound up the miss. Flo Dallow for a 3. Just misses. And off the hands of Waihi. Harbour baseline play. Always like to see the baselines from coaches that I haven't watched much before. Good hustle play from Paiwai, who's also a very capable defender. And she's probably going to be very physical with Dallow, who gets the hips and under call, looks like, the block. The bottom official's responsible from the waist down. And that must have been the easy call for her.
Yeah, always interesting. Players always seem to think if their hands are straight up that they're fine, but they've got to realize their whole rest of their body's got to be in alignment as well.
Very good point. And Waihi, frustrated with that foul, might be her second of the game. Oh, they don't have her
first.
Yeah, that's good. She tends to get into foul trouble, so.
Of course, Waihi already playing big minutes. Played the whole first half, started the second half, so Coach Corbin might be looking at playing her the whole game.
And Harbour in man-to-man, sagging man. Oh, Waihi can't find the range tonight. Good defense and a nice finish from Kali Fulu.
If you're Harbour, just beat that press, get it behind it, and nice easy layups.
Yeah, good start from Harbour in this third period on offense and defense. And again, standing around, and they look just like not on the same page at all. Reese Anderson, very capable shooter. She needs to look for that shot for them. They need another scorer, and I think that could be somebody besides Waihi and Paiwai.
Again, we look at a little half-court trap, but Harbour do pretty well in evading it.
And Waikato will come right out and apply pressure again, right into the on-ball. Good D on the roller. Extra pass. Harbour does that really well. And I think, you know, if someone wants to step up and take a charge, it's there. It's just whether or not they want to get in front of Kylie Fu, who's very strong.
As we see Harbour Breeze strength and conditioning manager Vanessa Simpson in the background. Good to see her down watching age group basketball.
Yeah, a lot of the WBC teams had a strength person or fitness person. Made a big difference, I think, for the league this year. Why shouldn't the young kids be doing that stuff? They should be. Dallo with the offensive rebound off the free throw. Timmy passes up 3 to Williams for 3. Nice looking high shot, just too long. And Reese Anderson will push till she gets stopped. And off the hands of Barnard. And sub for Waikato, I think. Oh no, Alex Moore will sit down.
Keith and Stefano in. Interesting stat already. Harbour with a plus 15 rebound advantage. So their bigs making the most of it.
Just switching the on balls. Just everybody packing it in for Harbour. Gonna have to make the extra pass as she just couldn't connect with Schuler from Paiwai. The right idea though. So I think Schuler would have kicked it to the corner for an open 3 from the teammate. Dallo, they've just gone back to the inbounder to bring the ball up, which has been working fine for them.
Dallo tries to turn the corner, unfortunately can't. It's going to be a jump ball. Stays with Harbour though. No reset on the shot clock, so 11 seconds for them to score. Plenty of time.
Let's see what inbounds play. Yeah, don't need an inbounds play when that happens. And Simi almost comes up with a steal after a missed shot. Waihi with the ball, swings it to Anderson. A bit more ball movement for Waikato, which is good. The sagging defense is really bothering the Waikato team.
It's something we see a lot of, definitely at the under 15 level. The kids really struggle to shoot from the outside at that age group. But
yeah, misses the first shot to Ala, but gets her own rebound. Waihi tips it out of bounds off Dallo. Sideline inbounds for Harbour. Oh, risky pass. And Reese picks her pocket, Reese Anderson. Waihi, thought about the 3. I'm surprised she passed that one up, but she hasn't hit one yet, so she might have thought twice.
yeah, another team really shooting well from 3. Waikato 3 for 16. Harbour 3 for 10, so need to keep trying to get to the hoop.
And a quick on ball from Himi Ta'ala. Paiwai crosses over. And 8 to go on the shot clock. Tough shot, great rebound from Schuler. Just needs to take her time on the putback. She's going to be a little frustrated with her shot, but her effort is great. So coaches has got to be happy with that. Williams running the point now for Harbour. Back to the 4-player at the top is swinging across, trying to get into their offensive set, looks like. Same one they've run all game that's been working for them. Good steal from Jazali, who walks it up. Yeah, the Waikato team just east to west, not even looking inside at the rollers. And if they're gonna live and die by the 3, they're gonna die by it. There's some good north-south action from Williams, who draws the foul on Himi Ta'ala.
It's been an interesting game though, hasn't it, Adley? I mean, there's the feel of the game, you feel that Harbour's up, but for it to be a tie game at this stage, you'd almost be happy with that if you're Waikato, because they haven't really got into what they want yet, and they're still very much in the game.
Yeah, they haven't played well, so to be in it is very encouraging for Waikato. It's a little scary if you're Harbour, knowing that at some point that they're going to start to hit some shots. But you have to hit shots, so stick with what's working if you're Harbour. I think the subbing has been good for Harbour. They're wearing Waikato down a little bit. I mean, Waikato really are only going 7 deep. Waihi running the 1. We'll walk it up. swings it across to Paiwai, holds the ball for a while. Into Schuler, some good inside-out basketball. They thought she had a mismatch in there, but Williams stuffed that up. Oh, that's a great shot from Waihe, finally, who connects from downtown on a pass from Schuler. It's good inside-out basketball for Waikato, who have taken the lead.
Happy signs for Coach Corbin if Waihe can start hitting some threes.
And a tough one at that. Boucher rejects the on-ball, uses her right hand, and just a tough pass with the poor spacing, and Waikato has the ball back. Tough shot from Waihe, and a no foul call over the back. And misses the three. Just very, very a little messy right now. Just try to clean it up for both teams to secure the ball and be strong with it.
Great rip and go there from Waihe. Straight past Kailahi Fuller, and then draws a foul from number 9, Holly Williams.
And Williams is almost in the position to take a charge, just not chest to chest, but definitely outside the circle. Yeah, Waihe it's a second free throw and makes the 1 of 2. And Harbour quick to the inbound, which has been working for them. Nice steal from Bree Schuler, who might have rolled her ankle on that. Just gingerly gets up, and there's her right ankle, but she seems to be fine, which is good for them. She's played a lot of minutes. I don't think Bree's come out of the game.
Bree Schuler and Jazz Waihe have not subbed out yet. They've played every minute available, so interesting to watch that and see if fatigue starts to take a factor. Coach Corbin's done a lot of fitness work with them, and potentially they're fit enough to do it.
Yeah, Paiwai, again, just a quick shot. Boys do this really well. When they get hit on the box out, they fall over, and I think girls, if you're paying attention, Paiwai got boxed out pretty hard. Maybe a little bit of a falling would have helped maybe sell that call. Hassling defense from Anderson on Boucher. And Anderson, rugby move. She's a great sevens player. To tackle, wrong sport, Reese. Now I can't fault the effort there, just unlucky.
Always good to see players getting on the floor, going after the ball.
Yeah, they want it. This is the semis. They all know that. They've both been here before, so nothing new for these guys. Harbour, yeah, missing out last year on the final. I believe Waikato might have played Taranaki in the final last year for girls. And Taranaki taking home the gold medal. So Harbour struggling to score in this third quarter.
Yeah, really struggling. If you're Coach Boucher, you've got 3 timeouts, obviously, with the extra one in the second half. Might be a good time to take it. Haven't taken one yet in this quarter, so 2 minutes 30 to go.
It's had a lot of different lineups out there, and not a lot of rhythm with this one. But then, as I say that, it's a great pass from the top to the bottom. And an assist for Boucher, Stefano. It's dishing the dimes. Just a fatigue and a mistake from Anderson. Trying to pass to Schuler. Simi Barnard finishes, nice finish down low. And it's Harbour up by 1 now. Very much a back and forth game. We've had many lead changes and ties.
Yeah, no game defining run by the team just yet. Just little mini runs, all 5-2s, 4-0s.
Yeah, and a lot of east to west from Waikato. With a great ball reversal, great awareness for Anderson to swing the ball, to get it all the way across. A true reversal for Waihe to drive with no help side. And she's got a really nice pull-up jumper. That's her thing. And that's the first one we've really seen from her today. And Harbour much quicker to get into their on-ball, and that's good help from Bree Schuler. Another great finish for Harbour.
Yeah,
like their young.
Starting to light up the scoreboard. That's 10 points, I believe, for for her in this game, so welcome points for Coach Dylan Belcher.
Highway not even looking at the basket off that little on ball. Oh yeah, Henderson thought she got fouled, finishes anyway. Long baseball pass to Boucher to Williams, who fortunately missed the layups, but next play, young lady, and she's gonna try to pick her pocket, and why he didn't see her coming, didn't hear anything either. It's loud in here.
Always good to get some live atmosphere for basketball.
Yeah, not far for either team to come watch, so hopefully there's just moms and dads and heaps of people in the stands. Who's that foul gonna be on?
For Simone Barnard.
Not very many fouls in this third quarter. It's been super fast without many stoppages. Neither team shooting very many free throws, I believe. And Reese Anderson will shoot 2 here to see if they can regain the lead.
You're right, looking at the stats, it's only the 15th personal foul called in this game, so very low from both sides, which is a good thing. Nothing worse than a game that's dominated by foul calls.
Yeah. Great rebound from Schuler. Waikato will run the clock out. Nope, they'll take the open 3, and I don't know if Coach Corbin wanted them to, no, he doesn't. He wanted to take the last shot, so frustrated. Now Harbour gets a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. And got a missed shots on both ends and finish the quarter. 2-point lead for Waikato.
Yeah, Waikato 45, Harbour 43. We will take a quick break and we'll be back with you for the 4th quarter. Welcome back to Event Finder Stadium. We're at 3/4 time of girls semi-final 2. We have Waikato up 2 over Harbour 45-43. The winner will play Hutt Valley in the final tomorrow at 3 p.m. Quick look at the stats. Jazz Waihi for Waikato, she's played all 30 minutes, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Reece Schuler, 6 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. For Harbour, Flo Dallo, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Jazz done it again. Zahalia Kailahifulu, 8 points, 7 rebounds. Natalie Visger, 1 more quarter. Tight game. This is what we want.
Yeah, no, we saw the first 3 minutes basically not dominated, but the momentum was with Harbour, and then Corbin called a timeout, and Waikato managed to regain the lead, so they were +6 in that last quarter. And Waihi stepped up big, doubling what she had entering the third quarter, doubling what she had in the first 2 quarters, as well as Reese Anderson getting on the board. They haven't looked inside Harbour as much at their bigs as they did the first half, which I think has been the difference.
I think Waikato's done a really good job of limiting second chance opportunities. That was what Harbour were feasting on quite a lot in that first half, getting that lead, and since they've cut that out, they've struggled a bit more to score.
Yeah, and Waihi again to her left, so a lot of players only have one hand, and she's able to go either way, and she finishes again with the left hand. And nice defense from number 12, Williams, just stuffed that play up from a bit of a force from Barnard, who really, that's not really her game. She's more of a shooter. Sometimes players just need to stop and pop after that first dribble. She got a bit deep. Paiwa hands off to Reese Anderson. An on ball and a swing through. A little more motion from Waikato, which is good to see. Still going to east to west, though, because they don't have any size in there. They're gonna starting to live by the 3 now, as Reese Anderson hits her second one of the game.
Yeah, they're starting to hit the Waikato. There's their 22nd three-point attempt, and finally they made their 5th one. So percentage is starting to go a bit more in their favor as Harbour look inside.
Yeah, you pretty much got to double that. When she goes to step through, it's a lost cause for Schuler, who can't match up very well there when she's got the ball that deep. So if you're Waikato defensively, you can't let her catch it that deep on the roll. And secondly, you need to double team from the middle. You can make her pass it out or go up over 2 people instead of 1. She missed that first free throw.
She did indeed, unfortunately, from a Harbour perspective.
It's okay to be a little biased, we know. And she banks in the second one, which Harbour needed. And Paiwa still running the point. And Flo Dallo is sneaky. There we go, Harbour back in the game. Not going away anytime soon, Harbour. Stay tuned, guys. Gonna go down to the wire, I think.
Yeah, Harbour actually yet to lose a semi-final this year, 19s. Won both finals. WBC made the final. Unfortunately, went down to the Auckland Dream, so a good year, but still a lot of basketball to be played in this game. That's why he draws the foul and she will go to the line.
Yeah, she's taking over a bit, and I think Harbour need to realize that and really suffocate her early. She's used to this. So Waikato feeling pretty comfortable with the ball in her hands off the drive. And a nice, again, a good hustle play from Schuler and Williams to keep it alive. Better ball movement for Waikato in the second half, for the most part.
Yeah, that's been their key difference offensively. Defensively, I mean, in the first half, they were very, very stagnant. Just trying to rely on beating players one-on-one, and since they've moved the ball, moved off the ball a lot more, they're getting a lot more open lanes to drive to the hoop.
Boucher bringing it up. Paiwa still in the game. Played a lot of minutes. And fortunate for Harbour, Barnard shooting over a taller number 12 Williams, can't connect. He will slow it down. This is a nice hezzy. Good reversal from Waikato. There's the on ball, no help side. Paiwa could have kept going. I don't think she realized she was so open. So I think you want to get some touches with Kylie Fulu and Flo Dallo and hope for a second chance points if they miss by moving the ball. They're really hedging hard on that on ball screen to try to pressure the guard, and it seems to be working.
Yeah, nice adjustment there from Coach Gordon.
And we call out 1, which is our high horns play from Waikato. And they've just switched the screen. Smart from Waihi, who knows she can take Kylie Fulu off the dribble. And Barnard, I think, got hands in on that. Number 8 into the game for Harbour, who hasn't seen much game time.
You haven't seen Jayla Clayton yet in this game, so interesting roll of the dice from Dylan Boucher.
Yeah, she's come in for Dallo, who's been their offense in that first half. Another quick shot from Paiwa, who hasn't been able to connect in the second half. Not afraid to shoot, though. Very capable shooter as well. Oh, good shot fake from Simeon. That's where she's pretty good, is just pull-ups and threes, and smart decision from her to take that pull-up.
Turning Vampire Stadium into a swish factory.
Must be the floor. And I think Waikato need to go downhill on these screens and stretch the defense. They just opt to go east to west, and it's not hard for Harbour to guard that. They're just switching screens, just protecting the three-point line, protecting the key. Good defense from Harbour. Long outlet from Kalifulu. Just makes it, and Highway couldn't quite get the grab of the ball, so Harbour will have the ball on their sideline with 19 to go on the shot clock. They'll get into their four-high action. Switch the screen. Good drive from Rogers. Gets that in. That was a nice little spin move and a scoop. So Harbour coming back again after being down 5 or 6. It's a 1-point game here with 5.5 to go.
Interesting, Waikato on that down cut on the pass. They're not even looking at it. And there's no help side onto the hoop, so just a nice little lob over the top, and they could get a nice layup.
Schuler puts her head down and goes to the bucket and gets rewarded with the two-pointer. Good steal from Paiwai. Just pesky. That'll be easy two for her. And a timeout, a wise timeout from Coach Boucher, who I believe has 3 in this half, now 2. Just a lot of momentum shifts, 4 points here, 3 points there. Neither team can really get comfortable with the lead. Although Waikato just scored the last 2 baskets, pushing Harbour into that timeout.
Yeah, interesting. It hasn't been put up on the scoreboard of yet in the stadium, so I believe it should be 55, 50. See what Live Stats comes up with.
Yeah, both officials over at the score table. Now the manager from Waikato is standing up, wants to know what's going on as well. And the manager from Harbour, both with their respective stats, come over to help the young officials and our crew from Harbour on the stats and the bench. Have to shout out to Bronwyn Kestrup's mom, Sue, down there, doing the semi-stats. Hi, Sue.
So, of course, very, very experienced on school benches. She's done a lot of Breakers games, a lot of NBL games, so always good to have the families of basketball around.
Can't do it without them. That's so much reliance on volunteers in this sport. So awesome to see everyone coming out and not even really helping with their kids, just lifers, we call them. So they did change the score. Those 2 layups put Waikato back up by 5. And Harbour will take the ball. 94 feet here with the inbounds versus Waikato's pressure. The inbounder player is off, just plugging the middle so they can't get that long pass with the front, with the full frontal from Waikato. We're gonna run some offense here. Sit on that right hand. That's good D from Schuler. Waikato's up their pressure a bit now. They can feel it. Oh, that's a massive bucket from Rogers. What a shot on the 3.
Aroha Rogers, she doesn't miss. She's been very, very impressive so far, as I said before, for Rangitoto, so. But again, great move there from Waihi.
It's got to be over 20 points now for Waikato. Nice catch underneath from the young Clayton, who converts with a nice spin to the middle.
Yep, rewarding the faith that Dylan Boucher's put in her. She didn't play the first 3 quarters of this game. He's gone to her late and been rewarded with it.
Oh, we're gonna hand, no foul there though. Tough shot from Waihi, who's a little slow to get back. Might have come up a bit limp. Great rebound from Clayton. No box out from Waikato in trans. And Reese Anderson picks up her foul.
Again, Bree Schuler and Jazz Waihi have not sat yet this game, so it'll be interesting to just see how that goes the rest of the game. Last 4 minutes, do they have their legs under them? Coach Corgan seems to think so.
Yeah, and the timeout has really paid off for Harbour, who are down 5, and have come back now within 1. Second free throw is good. We've got subs coming in the game now. So it's a lot of clock management and a lot of coaching and strategy at this point, as well as player performance, tied up with 4 minutes to go. Both coaches with enough timeouts to really play a bit of chess back and forth. across the timeline for Schuler. They're back screen Tall Ferns offense. And not looking to go inside at all. Why he's short on the three, as I think Harbour would have got a piece of that. And the shot clock would be winding down. 2 seconds, a steal from Harbour.
Oh, great kick hit pass, but just a little bit too far from Clayton for Alex Moore to run onto. So 3 minutes 44 of basketball to go.
Yeah, and then Boucher's gone with the younger post. He's taken out Kali Fulu and gone with Clayton. Oh, no, he's gone big. Moore and Fulu in together. Off the mark for Himi Te'ala, who's a very good shooter. And Paiwai will take this to the rack off the steal and finish. Not finish, good defense from Clayton not to foul, make her make a tough shot.
It'll be interesting to see if this is the lineup that Boucher goes with the rest of the game as Rogers puts up a three, no good. Clayton again.
Will they count that?
Count it.
That might have been on the rebound.
Yeah, it's on the rebound.
Yeah, I think that's almost a good foul since you're kind of in trouble. So not a bad foul from Waihi, not in the penalty anyway. We've got number 12 in for Harbour. She comes in for Moore. So Steve Stefano will come in for Moore.
Interesting substitution that one. Alex Moore with 9 points and 10 rebounds, but obviously Kailahi Folu just back away into the hoop.
Yeah, right over Anderson, who was ready for it, but was a bit late, and with the size difference, just had no contest for Kailahi Fulu.
3-point Harbour lead, down to 3 minutes to play.
Yep, I put that on the floor. It's a tough, little bit of a closeout issue there from number 8, Clayton, and wise veteran move from top age Te'ala, Hemi Te'ala, who puts it on the floor to the left, gets the and one.
As we see Florence Dallow back into the game.
Florence should feel really good. Good breast for her. And so we've got a 1-point game with now Waikato again taking over the lead. So it's 60-59 for Waikato. Harbour struggling with the pressure from Waikato a bit unorganized on offense, and Rogers will drive against the pressure. No charge call there for Anderson, who's still on the floor. Who hit her head pretty hard, so she's grabbing her head. And meantime, play goes on. And we've got a foul against Waikato, who sends the Kailahi Fulu to the line.
Yeah, not something you ever like to see in any level of sport.
Yeah, I think that was a sacrifice the body, and from our point of view, maybe could have been a charge, but officials let it play on. And if the coach comes on the court or anyone as a staff member, that means the player has to come off. So good old deal with the concussion protocol. I want to play it safe than sorry. As again, Anderson is a sevens player, and she's really tough, so hopefully she's okay. And replacing her is Williams, who's had a pretty good game. So they won't, they'll miss the three-point shooting a bit from Anderson, but the hustle from Williams will be okay. She'll do just fine in that role. Oh, and that was oh, I guess we didn't have a foul, so that's my fault. Looks like it might have gone out of bounds off Kailahi Fulu. And Paiwai back to Waihi with 2 minutes to go. And Waihi passes it off to Paiwai. A lot of standing again. And finally an on ball. A switch for Harbour. Great help from Dallow. Back to Schuler, who has not shot a three this game and misses. Good hands from Williams to Waihi. Schuler thinks about it, Paiwai won't. Well, I thought she'd let that fly, and then she does, and she connects. So big three-pointer from Waikato. Alana Paiwai, who's played almost the whole second half.
The Harbour still have 2 timeouts left, so you might think that Coach Boucher They can get a stop here. And if there's an inbound situation, you might be looking at advancing it. Of course, that new rule, if you advance the ball, 14 seconds. If you don't, it's 24.
Yeah, and Waikato will want to use most of the shot clock here, as they have been anyway. Oh. Good tip out. Schuler, high wide to Schuler, and they'll reset. And Harbour needs to get up and force the action. Good defense. Oh, great finish from Himi Ta'ala. And a timeout, like you said, from Boucher.
Yeah, I definitely think this situation, now that it's a 4-point game, or
7, I think.
They're going to have to advance it. Clock's not their friend at the moment.
Yeah, it's a 6-point game. Score, I think, needs to be adjusted. Yeah, so Dylan Boucher's going to look to get the ball in the hands of Kale Fulu and possibly Barnard here. He's gone pretty young with his guards, so I'm sure looking to pound it inside to her first and then go from there. Some of their inbounds plays on the side have gone straight to the post anyway, so maybe they'll look for that. Corbin is not going to go into a zone. There won't be a defensive change here. They'll just be talking personnel. And then what happens when they get the ball back? Harbour, will they opt to foul if they don't score? We'll see if they do score, does Anthony Corbin call a timeout to talk things over? Lots of things can happen. It's lots of special situations.
There's a lot of time left. I remember a game, Tall Blacks in the Olympics 2004. The last 47 seconds took 9 minutes to play, so still a lot of time left in this game.
Yeah, now they've got the score right, so it's a it's a 2-possession game right now. Really, it's almost a 3-possession game, unless we're shooting the 3 really well. Yeah, the clock's actually wrong. There's a minute 8 left, but the screen is showing 11 seconds, 10.8. So don't get caught up in the time. It's incorrect on our live stream. Just a little bit of a glitch, honestly. We've got a minute now left to play, and an empty possession for Harbour out of the timeout. And a pass, and Waikato wisely had a layup. He's going to pass the ball around. Harbour opting not to foul, down 2 possessions. He's going to let it play out. Got to go up with the shot, and why he does, and she misses. Great rebound from Waikato, who's all over the floor.
Huge rebounds there, and unfortunately, Waihi unable to convert that.
And Anthony
Harbour,
Corbin.
they need a quick score.
Yeah, Corbin not happy with the quick shot on the rebounds. Rogers for 2. Rebound. Clayton makes it. Now Harbour.
That was.
Oh, sorry. So 4-point game. You need to foul here. You must foul. You've got to foul, and there it is. And probably not the person they wanted to foul, but honestly, why he hasn't been perfect from the stripe, charity stripe this game, so maybe not a bad foul, really.
Yeah, free throw numbers for Waikato, 9 of 14 for the game, 64%, so not automatic, not bad, but it all comes down to how much they want it. We saw in the WBC final, free throws were key, and she knocks down the first. Yeah, and she makes it a 2-possession game with that free throw now, so it's a 5-point lead with 16 seconds left. Correct stats, awesome job, crew. And a miss, so great push by, keep going, yep. Anything will do here. Unfortunately, great turnover, and they're just gonna hold the ball. Harbour needs a foul. They do. And Waikato is gonna pass it around, and it's a bit of chase. And there you have it, folks. Waikato beating Harbour 66-61 in what was a very back-and-forth game. It was great to watch. So Waikato, they will play Hutt Valley tomorrow in the final. That will be on at 3 p.m. Don't forget, that game is also live on Sky Sport. Thank you from us here. We'll be back shortly for boys semi-final 2.